Billions in crypto are about to move, and if you're not paying attention, you will be left behind. The Libra scam has already rocked the industry, but the real shockwave comes now, as billions in repayments flood the market and trigger extreme volatility. And no one is prepared for what comes next. But what if I told you that whales are aggressively accumulating Ethereum, while retail have no clue? Big money are making moves. The rotation is happening right now. I'm going to break down how the shift is unfolding, why Ethereum is the main character for it, and what does it mean for your altcoin bags. I'm also going to show you why this setup mirrors the explosive setups before massive out seasons in the last cycles. This could be the last time to catch the wave before it's too late. So do me a favor, hit that like button and let's get into today's video. Guys, first things first, we have to focus on Solana and Ethereum and major liquidity shifts that are happening in the market, because in order for us to be able to make money here, we have to be the first. We have to stay. We have to position ourselves before the inflows would actually start. And I would argue they have started already, and I was talking about them for multiple weeks on this channel. This is just the beginning of Solana Ethereum rotation that will be happening in March. As you can see, right now, we are due to have $2 billion worth of Solana unlocks in March. We have never seen something like this happening in the current market setup. We have never seen such a large unlock on a major in such a short time frame. Traders should be prepared for possible volatility at this stage. And as investors, from my point of view, Ethereum ecosystem might be yielding much greater results in upcoming several months. FTX is to begin small creditor repayments on February 18th, which is exactly today. Repayments should start with claims under $50,000. Most of these repayments will be provided in cash, not in crypto, according to the prices of the assets as they were at the end of 2022, exactly during the time of FTX collapse. Market participants are speculating that these repayments might lead us to green scenario in the marketplace, with most of the altcoins going higher, mainly because of the reason that market might start to front run this narrative of receiving additional degen liquidity into the marketplace, which is highly likely to end up in altcoins, as well as alt majors such as Ethereum and Solana. Due to this, we're actually seeing insane whale activity at this stage. They are accumulating Ethereum very aggressively at this stage, specifically the wallets with the balance of 10,000 to 100,000 Ethereum. Most likely they know something that might be happening with the upcoming alt season and what effect FTX repayments will actually have for the market and Ethereum and its ecosystem specifically. United States Ethereum spot ETFs have received inflows of 145,000 Ethereum, which is 7x higher than Ethereum spot ETF inflows in the last months of January, and February is not even over at this stage. Meanwhile, most trading days in February have seen outflows in Bitcoin ETFs in the US. Although I will have to say that outflows were quite modest, around 2,000 BTC thus far. Even though crypto Twitter is bull posting Ethereum at this stage, I do believe that Ethereum might be seeing a very bullish setup, and I will explain it just further. In order to understand what is going to happen with Ethereum, we have to focus on Bitcoin at this stage. Here is the chart of long and short positions opened on Bitcoin on Bitfinex, which is the largest exchange for whales out there at this stage. We can see that the interest for Bitcoin and Ethereum short positions on Bitfinex is at all-time lows currently. Historically, when long positions on Bitfinex increase rapidly, we usually are due a correction. Let's look closer at this chart. The black line is essentially the price of BTC at this stage and in the last cycle as well. The blue chart is the amount of long interest open for BTC. We can finally see that most of the interest that was open for BTC actually happened in the bear market, interest for Bitcoin longs. The red line is the interest for Bitcoin shorts, and as we can see currently, we are actually at all-time lows on BTC shorts at this stage. We can also see that historical in-longs in Bitcoin usually was causing the correction on the marketplace, right here. And when people are eager to open more loans on the asset, it just means that there is a higher chance that there will be certain loan liquidations out there. And we can see currently that Bitcoin loan interest at this stage is 62,000 Bitcoin in comparison to just 450 Bitcoin in short interest, which actually might just tell us that we are due a BTC correction at this stage. But are we? Let's figure this out. Now let's take a look on Ethereum. The situation here is quite different. We can see that in the previous cycle, everything was quite similarly, right? Although we had a giant loan interest before the main pump on Ethereum, and at this stage BTC was already pumping, and that's why a bunch of loans were actually opened on Ethereum. Right now, as we can see, the same as through the bear market, open interest on shorts and longs for Ethereum was very low through the whole cycle. Right now, based on this data, we can see that Ethereum longs are around 64,000 Ethereum at this stage. In contrary, Ethereum shorts are only just at 3,000 Ethereum at this stage. What does this tell us? The decrease in short positions relative to longs can actually indicate less bearish sentiment on Ethereum and the start of alt season. Another bullish signal is that Ethereum has just flipped Bitcoin in daily trading volume, which actually can show the anticipation of traders to focus on this asset before the major move. This chart pattern suggests the implementation of Elliot wave theory on the current local price action fragment on Ethereum. We can see wave 1, which is the kick of the decline, wave A to B, and the B high usually lower than the start of the movement. Then corrective wave B to C, we see usually above the bottom of the wave A. Then wave D, which is also slightly lower than wave B, and the final wave E that is usually present on this chart before the major move up. This image shows the difference in Elliot wave implementation pattern on local setups. You can see on the left we have bull market setup and bear market setup, and the current price action on Ethereum is much more similar to the bull market setup in terms of how the waves are actually moving, and arguably right now we actually should be somewhere around the end of wave E. This chart here references the price action of Ethereum to Bitcoin pair over the last cycle. This is the pair of relation of Ethereum to BTC. When this pair is going higher, as right here for example, Ethereum is outperforming Bitcoin. When this pair is going lower, Bitcoin is outperforming Ethereum, as we can see thus far in this cycle. Interesting thing, in the last cycles, we can see that Ethereum was heavily outperforming BTC, and usually it was happening not from the beginnings. It was happening from certain points in time, right? 2016, we can see that outperformance started somewhere here. 2020, I would say a real outperformance started right here. And before it was just a giant sideways accumulation. And the current price action on the chart, thus far, Ethereum is heavily underperforming in comparison to BTC. Many people call for BTC dominance to soon actually go down. And this chart, from my point of view, just perfectly looks for a reversal. It's also very important to note that with each and every cycle, it seems that Ethereum is outperforming BTC less and less. So for the next cycle, it might be a very good question if you would actually want to hold Ethereum going into 2027 and 2028. This cycle, this far, I would say we are at the edge of the reversal of this chart and finally to see the outperformance of Ethereum above Bitcoin in the cycle of 2025. 24 months of red bearish Ethereum BTC pair held in Asha candles for the past 24 months. It felt absolutely terrible, but we made it through. Now just imagine what 2 years of green Heikin Asha candles on Ethereum BTC would feel like. Heikin Asha candles are a separate type of candles that are better in showing trends. They're showing trends and they're better in the change of trends as well. And we can see that the current situation is exactly the situation in previous cycles as well. We can see 2018, 2020, 8 red candles, 2020, 2022, 8 green candles. Thus far, 2022, 2024, 8 red candles, and we are yet to see 8 green candles, and these are 3 months candles, which means that we should be seeing a lot of outperformance of Ethereum above BTC in the upcoming time, and the change of trend should actually be happening right around these times, as I showed you with Elliot wave local chart patterns just recently. Now, this is the index of dollar. Macro-wise, it looks very nice at this stage. We have to have weak dollar in order to risk assets to actually perform, which is crypto, which is Bitcoin. We also do know that Trump actually wants a weaker dollar at this stage in order to be able to trade more effectively with other nations and in order to be able to grow value within the country as well. What we can see on this chart, since September of 2024, we're actually going higher at this chart. And right now, we just had the breakdown of the trend with lower lows and lower highs on this channel right here, which might actually signal at this stage that this is the confirmation of the downtrend and this should continue. I would say it's a bit too early to be able to say with 100% confidence that this thing actually reversed, but this is a definitely very great trend that we all waited to see. US Treasury is reducing its balance at the Treasury General Account, which injects liquidity into the market. What's clear is that liquidity models have actually been climbing up over the last several weeks, when crypto is yet to catch up. Short-term selling might influence the picture, but when liquidity is rising, things are usually looking very bullish on the midterm at least. This chart provides the overview of global liquidity. A lot of people actually think that bull market in crypto are correlated with Bitcoin halving cycles. In reality, they are just correlated with global liquidity cycles. And we can see through the times where we were receiving more liquidity into the market, we were seeing crypto bull markets. This data is from 2017, 2018, so we actually do not see here the bull cycle of 2017, but previous one. We can see that when liquidity was actually at the tops, we also set the top for the crypto bull market, right? Around the end of 2021. And we can even see this drop, which also correlated with the giant correction in the summer in 2021 as well. Something to focus on right now. And as we can see currently, we are actually in the stage of expansion for global liquidity, which is the main narrative for crypto bull market and risk assets to actually be going higher. Here is one more chart and weekly change in global liquidity. White line is more reactive to short-term changes in the global liquidity, and red line is more reactive to mid-term and long-term changes in the global liquidity out there. What we can see currently is that white line is actually in the uptrend and it's close to cross 12 months line at this stage, which is the bullish signal for increasing global liquidity, which is going to signal the potential kickoff of a more bullish market scenario in the risk assets as well, which is crypto and Bitcoin. The Solana Ethereum rotation we're seeing currently is shaping to a pivotal moment, with FTX repayments looming. Ethereum seems to be in a very good position for potential continuation of the bullish scenario thus far. It is also supported by reduced short interest, Elliot wave bullish local pattern, and Ethereum outperforming Bitcoin in trading volume. Macro indicators, including weakening dollar index and increase in global liquidity, are also signalizing for the continuation of the bullish price action for Ethereum, which should be bringing all season into our space. That's it for the crypto market overview for today. Do me a favor, press the like button if you enjoyed the content and press dislike if you did not, because YouTube mostly just cares about engagement on the videos. Let me know if you have any questions in the comments, and I will be seeing you tomorrow. Bye bye.